Yo, we live. What's up? What's up? What's up? Just got off watching J Rock. He was just talking some facts, spitting that shit. Always enjoy watching him. That fucking story was real. He was dating my sister when that shit went down, and he's always been fucking good at telling stories. And when he told me about that shit the next day, I was like, what the fuck? And he did. He sliced his entire couch open, bro. Brand new couches. Brand new set of couches they just got. And he fucking just sliced the entire 3-seater couch open and shoved all of his shit in there. It was crazy. I came over the next day and looked at that shit, and I didn't believe him at first. I was like, whatever, fool, for real? And like, you didn't get arrested? Which he did get arrested. Let me rephrase that. You didn't, like, you're not getting charged. But yeah, he slid open his entire couch to fucking, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes when you're young and stupid. This was a long time ago when this happened, like, for real. I'm waiting for some more people to cop up in here. Fucking, I appreciate all support, everyone. You guys are all fucking awesome. I really mean it. I appreciate everyone just saying what up. Fucking, if you're interested in any of my art, I got a bunch of art available. I'm going to be going live later today at the studio. And then it'll be my first live at the studio. I'm going to fucking lug up my computer and everything, my laptop and everything down there, and do a live on both here and fucking in my Facebook. That way I'll be able to fucking hit both avenues up at once and try to get see how you guys like the live feed at the studio and how many people want to learn about blowing glass or interested in it, at least interested in it a little bit. What we're going to be doing in the studio later today, it'll be like early afternoon, is me and my shop mate. He's the boy that it's his shop. He's been holding me down, fucking doesn't charge me rent and shit right now. I mean, I pay for gas. We help each other out, but he's held me down a lot when I was fucking not doing good, had no studio, had nowhere to go, and fucking solid fool, Nino Glass. So if you're into glass, go to your Instagram or your Facebook, type in Nino, Nino space glass. That's my boy. He's from Arizona. Check out his work. He's fucking killer. He's just a young buck, but he's only been on the torch for a few years, but he puts down mad work for sure. And me and him are doing the last collaboration of 2019. It's going to be dope as fuck. Mad sick color scheme. Opals all over the motherfucker. Bunch of fume and different fume techs. Changes colors and different colored lights and shit. The glass is CFL reactive or UV reactive on certain parts of it. It's definitely going to be dope for sure. For any of you guys who watched last night, I left a big part of last night's story out that was like kind of the whole point of it. I was fucking mad stoned on edibles. I rewatched a little bit of that video and looked at myself and I was like, God damn, son. Like, maybe don't eat edibles before you do a stream because you looked fucking stoned. But yeah, I ate like a bunch of gummies and they had me lit up, son. And I don't do edibles too often because they fuck me up, obviously. It's crazy. I got the day off today. I usually never have Tuesdays off. So I'm kind of like, I woke up this morning like not knowing what the fuck to do with myself. So yeah, fucking 5 people in here. Everyone in here, smash that like button. Fucking, I'd really appreciate that shit. For some reason, it says unable to chat on my shit. I don't know why. If I'm lagging right now, let me know so I can fucking try to get that shit dealt with early on. Everyone smash that like button real quick. What's good? Everyone smash that like button real quick. What's good? Oh, shit. Hold up. It's going to fucking... There we go. All right. Yep. Yeah, that's right. Are the opals solid or doubles or triplets? I don't know what that doubles or triplets term mean, but the opals are called Gilson opals. They're man-made opals that are able to withstand the temperatures of the type of glass I work. They're solid opals, but they're like if you go to Profound Glass, that's who supplies all the opals to me. They have a bunch of dope ass shit. They have different colored opals, different shaped opals. This tube that we're working on has 6 millimeter cube opal black, and then another black opal somewhere else on the black opal on the carb cap, I believe. There's a bunch of black opals in there, different shapes. But yeah, I don't know what doubles or triplets mean. Big love, Jason. I appreciate that. Yeah, Odin, we appreciate you fucking for sure. Can't wait fucking for all you guys who are inquiring about pieces, and and you guys just need some time to get your money together. No trips, no worries. Like, I do have only a set amount of people that I accept in customs that I will bring in and do like at a certain time. But as soon as I finish one custom, it opens up another spot. So if you guys don't get to me when I have an open spot, I'll put you on my backup list, which I don't usually do. And that way I'll just push you in right when there's a spot open, and I'll DM you back. I've been doing this shit for a few years, so I'm pretty fucking good and organized about how I deal with all my customers. I have a giant customer base that unfortunately I haven't been serving up as much because I've worked full time as an electrician again for the last couple of years, like a year and a half. But I'm still in the fucking glass game hard, and I work on the torch at least 2 days a week and go put it in over there. Oh yeah. They're not natural opals. Like, mining opals is dope. I have a natural opal over on my shelf over there, an Ethiopian opal. They're fucking sick. I love like all kinds of different stones and shit. I think they're dope as fuck. But yeah, yesterday there's only 6 people in here, but I'm just gonna say this, and people who will watch this will watch it later. It's all good, whatever. Yesterday's story, if you were in here for yesterday's story, it was all about my MMJ case, my marijuana case, where I got popped up. I got hemmed up for having like I think it was like 2 ounces of flour, and then like an ounce or a half ounce of different waxes, all in different fucking envelopes with different stickers, like names and shit. So it was a big ass stack of wax. Long story short, to wrap up what I said yesterday kind of quickly, I fucking had a boy that I get a text. This text says, "Hey, it's so-and-so, your boy so-and-so said that it was cool to hit you up. I need to be served." And I was like, what the fuck? And for real, first thing I was sketched out. Hold up real quick. I need to blow my fucking nose. Yeah, for all you fucking last night heard me all stuffed up too. That shit's still going on. I had to get some decongestant. But yeah, so fucking I get a text from some random number saying, "Yo, I need some weed." Fucking your boy Charlie said it was all good. And at this point, I just moved back to Colorado. I still had a bunch of herbs and shit to move around. Hadn't got my card yet, and I knew I was playing with fire, but I was just being careful. This night I was on Xannies. I was not being careful. My judgment was all fucked up. I made a lot of mistakes that I could have avoided this. And this happens a lot. Like, when you're making these mistakes, there's multiple avenues for you to get out and like just not do it. And I had those avenues, and instead of fucking being smart, I fucking ended up deciding I wrote it too long. Like, if you guys remember yesterday when I said I fucking drove down there to meet up with dude, I got there and I ended up just fucking going in, getting cigarettes like I was a regular customer, and walking back out, getting in my car and driving away. But yeah, so I call my boy and I'm like, "Yo, so-and-so is texting me saying you gave him my number. Is that real?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's what's up. He's solid." And I was like, "All right, cool." I trusted him, dude. Like, we were friends. We were real good friends. Like, since we were young. We both sold weed since we were young. Like, this is old news, so like it's all been dealt with and dropped. But anyways, so I go and I am on my way out there, and I get a bad gut feeling like when I'm I'm pretty much there, and I got this bad gut feeling. I'm like, I'm just gonna like park go grab a pack of smokes and see if I see anyone, how it feels. And if I don't see anyone or it feels anything sketchy, I'm just going to leave. And it felt sketchy. Like I walked in, grabbed my pack of cigarettes, and there's this dude sitting at a table. He kind of looks kind of suspect. So I kind of like was just looking like, you know, when I was looking for that body language, like, yo, I'm waiting for this dude. And no one had that. No one was around. I was like, all right, yeah, something ain't right. I was fucked up on Xanax too. And I was like, I'm just gonna go home. Fuck this. This is something ain't right. I start driving home. I'm like 2 miles from my house, maybe 3. I turn, I get pulled over, fucking they charged me with evading because or whatever. I think it was called evading because I didn't pull over right away. I like turned right at the light, went across a couple lanes, turned into my neighborhood, and then drove down that street for like a little bit, and then I finally pulled over. And even at that time, I like popped it in neutral, and I was planning on taking off again, but I didn't. They were fast as fuck. They came up with guns, fucking drawn. They had me, you know, just recapping what happened yesterday. If you weren't here and this is not making sense, watch the rest of this and go back and watch yesterday's stuff. But anyways, so I fucking the dude who was like, yeah, the dude who I called that was like, yo, this boy's calling me. Is he cool? That dude's name was Charlie. Period. That's name is Charlie. Whatevs. We'll call him Charlie. So I get hemmed up. I go into fucking, and at a certain point in county, you go into this fucking room where you're talking to this bitch or a dude through a glass window, and fucking they're asking your information, basically seeing if you're able to get a fucking a PD, a public defender. They're asking how much you make, blah blah blah, and after all that was said and done, I was the first one finished. They brought like 3 of us in at one time, and we all sat at our own windows. There's like blocks, you know, you're just looking for it. And I got done first, so I like got up from my chair and I was walking around the room, like kind of just back and forth, fucking chilling. And then I noticed through the window, all the doors have windows like schools. They have like the fucking X fucking wires through them, and then they have clear paperwork trays on them. And when they bring inmates fucking in and out, they bring the paperwork and they slide it in the door. That way, fucking whichever inmate's in that room, the paperwork's right there for him. The DO that brought me in there fucked up, and he didn't turn mine around to where I couldn't see it, and it was facing out. He had it flipped around backwards and upside down. So when I walked up to the door, I noticed that was my paperwork on the window. And I had like 7-8 minutes before anyone fucking else was done. So I'm sitting there, and after I noticed, and I'm reading it, and it's straight. I'm like upside down reading it, and I can only see like, you know, 8 sentences tops, probably less. But the fucking gist of what it said was Charlie blank blank, his whole name, and then in quotation CI fucking informed on Tyler blah 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 for possible narcotic sales, marijuana, cannabis, Xanax, Percocet, all these different drugs that he said I was selling. And after that, so I knew who snitched on me before I even bonded out. But I got out, and I would have never believed that he snitched on me. If I got out and I didn't see that shit, I would have never believed. People could have been like, yo, Charlie snitched on you. And I'd be like, no, he didn't. Like, I go to his house every week. Like, what are you talking about? Why would he do that? We're fucking good friends. Like, but now looking back on the situation, like, the only reason why I was there every week was because I was doing dumb shit and I had what he needed, and fucking, if he had no one else to call, I had better prices, so he would deal with me. But he was like envious of me because I blew glass. He was a glass collector and wanted to do that shit. And now I look back and I realize, like, yo, that fool, like, he really didn't like me after a certain point. And I don't know what I did to him. Whatever, I really don't care. I've seen him in public after this, and fucking the first time I saw him, I walked up and was like, yo, what up? and he's bigger than me and everything, but he fucking turned ghost ass white because fucking he knew that I knew, and I didn't talk to him. This was like after I got off probation, right after, and because I wasn't allowed to, like, there's all kinds of stipulations. Like, I couldn't talk to anyone that was involved with it. But the one thing that I will say is he didn't fucking go up and like testify against me or anything type of shit. But he did fucking drop my name, and he's a fucking rat. That fool. I'll never be straight with him. But he's got kids. He's doing his own thing and still fucking up. Last I heard, he was locked up, back up in prison again. Fucking, he's probably getting dealt with anyways because he's probably fucking been marked as a rat in there too. Because once a rat, always a rat, for real. Like, but that's what fucking happened yesterday. What they had on him to turn, like, and I found all this out later. Like, I was always like, I didn't want to go out and just be like, yo, he ratted on me. So I waited, and I wanted to see who was going to tell me what and what was going to happen. Like, plus I was in this case, so I was stressing on it. So I honestly cut everybody off instantly. I cut everyone off, all incoming calls. They were all for shit that I could not deal with anymore, whether they were my friends or just random customers. So I fucking cut that line off. Like, I turned off the fucking phone and got a different number. And but when I did start seeing people, because you see people, it just happens. When you live somewhere, you'll see so and so, and they heard this and that, and people started talking, and fucking, it turned out that, like, by the time I saw a few mutual friends, like, I snitched on him, was what he was saying. Like, he was saying that I snitched on him to be like, I snitched on him, and he was saying this for a while, I guess, like, and I didn't even know. But what ended up happening is he got popped up for a bunch of, he was mad addicted to pharmaceutical pills, Percocets and shit. And he got popped up with a ton of them. And basically they gave him an option, like, is the way I understand it. They're like, hey, if you want, we can drop these charges type of thing. But I don't even know if it was a lot. I don't know. I know he got caught with pills. But they basically gave him the option to become a CI, and if he gave them so many people, they would drop the charges. So he took that option, and fucking, he ratted on more than just me. I'm just like, I don't know who else he ratted on, but he fucking, a lot of people started getting hemmed up that were too close to him. And I'm the only one that fucking for sure knows, I think, that he ratted on me, because I saw his name like on my police report. And when I got out and after my case was all over, like, I have fucking friends that are good friends with him that I'm best friends with, type of thing, that, like, we used to all kick it together when we were real young. And then, like, those handful of friends that, like, I don't talk to them as much, but some of them I'm still friends with. And they were like, no, he wouldn't do that. You're fucking tripping. And, like, I had to fucking, like, I told motherfuckers to fuck off and, yo, whatever. I'm a liar. That's cool. Don't hit me up anymore. You don't want to talk to a liar. I get it. Fuck you. Like, I see whose back you got. That's going to be shitty when he fucking rats your ass out for some shit because you guys are still doing stupid shit. Like, all because I'm trying to look out for homies and tell them, like, yo, fucking, this boy's a snitch. Like, and you guys are doing dumb shit together. Like, I care about your ass. Like, if you're going to do dumb shit, at least be smart about it or try to. But nah, they wouldn't. A lot of them wouldn't listen to what I had to say, which is cool, like, that's all good. Couple, like, the ones that are my homies, they did, and we're still homies. That's why we're still homies. The ones that were like, really? I was like, yeah, really. And I was like, dude, I saw it on my paperwork. Like, I'll get my fucking paperwork and show you. And a couple of them, I only showed 2 of my friends. The other ones just believe me on my word because that's how it is. Like, but I mean, I got the paperwork still. It's in the files. Like, it is what it is. It's all in the past, but it's right there. Like, I can fucking get it again. Like, it's no big deal. Like, but that's the whole point of the beginning of this, one of the lucky ones things is I fucking made stupid decisions too, just like Jordan. And I've also had to deal with rats just like Jordan is fucking being accused of dealing with someone that is one. But, unfortunately, in my case, this guy was blatantly a fucking rat. And You know, like there's no denying it once it's all on paper. Fucking my receipts prove it. Those receipts aren't proving it. Like that's what it is. Like there's no fucking what's on those papers are 100% fucking what was said. Like period. And if it isn't what was said, that's what they're going off of in the court case, period. So it better be fucking factual. And if he read through all that shit, and I know he did, like I believe his ass. I believe I got their back 100%. I never met his homie. I got his back 100. Yep, yep. I think I know someone. I'm just a honky. Pit Auto Parts. Yo, I just had my 09 Hyundai Sonata timing belt snap. If you can fucking hit me up and let me know what if I got in 2 quotes. They're crazy expensive, bro. I feel like I should be able to fucking get a used engine and have that shit put in for cheaper than what the car is worth. Like people are quoting me crazy prices, bro. Like if you know anything about auto parts, hit me up, dude. I need some fucking advice from someone who knows some shit that isn't gonna be like trying to make money off me. Yeah, yeah. Everyone hit that like button for real. 14 people, only 7 likes. Yo, and I appreciate all your guys' support. Like I said, fucking all my social media shit is in the description of this video right now. All my different links from my Facebook, Instagram, and my email. If you see any of my work, go check out my other content. I just added a new video today. All the videos I have of me blowing glass on my page are from Facebook that I just downloaded over to YouTube. So it's kind of different since I'm not like having I'm not having you guys ask me the questions. So today is going to be the first day that I'm doing a live at my studio in a few hours. Tune into that shit if you want to check it out. I'd appreciate it. Ask questions, fucking inquire about pieces. If you see anything you like, hit me up. I make pieces that range from very affordable to very expensive as well. Like I make some really heady, expensive pieces that sell to only very serious glass collectors. But I also appeal to the people that just want a really nice pipe but can't spend a lot. I get it. Like so, if you ever want something, hit me up. We'll figure it out. You know, like I do customs. I do shit that I just make out. I just decide this is what I'm feeling today. I make it and then I sell it, post it up, and it's for sale, or I auction it on these Facebook groups. But you know, if you guys are ever interested in sticker packs, anything like that, fuck, it's already saying my internet's unstable. That shit sucks. Hopefully it's working. If I'm lagging, guys, I'm sorry. Fucking give it a second. Hopefully this shit fucking starts popping off a little better. But yeah, get at me. I do sticker packs. I do fucking paracord bracelets with glass beads that I made out of them with like 13 foot of paracord on it. So if you're ever in a survival situation, you got fucking rope. Like I got some shit going on. So fucking hit me up. A lot of the shit is, you know, I make stuff like hearts for your girl. Like if you want to get a present for your girl, I make pendants that are hollow hearts and shit that are dope as fuck. Just fucking hit me up. Hold up. I'll grab a few pieces while I get a few of you guys in here, show you them. And then I'm going to get on to the story about when the first time I did Yayo with Rock. All right. Sorry, guys. It's just right here. I didn't want to take too long, so I just grabbed some close shit. So, like, stuff for your girls and shit, bro. I don't know if we're talking about race cars and shit, but if you know anything about Hyundais, yeah, fuck that flashlight. So here's like a hollow heart pendant. I know this camera quality is fucking BOGO, but it's got dope ass fume work on it. Yeah, that shit ain't helping. It's hollow. Comes with a little fucking grilled chain on it and shit. Sterling silver. You know, I make nice little fucking chillum oneies that change color after you smoke out of them. And go check out on my Instagram or Facebook. The quality of everything's better. I make marbles for people that like marbles or paperweights. Same, like, you know, paperweights are kind of the same thing in my opinion. Here's a dope little spoon or pipe. We call them spoons. This shape is referred to as a spoon shape with a little nice opal grabber, some really nice detail, or a fume grabber. And this window is called a bitch window, and as it fills in, it'll change colors. This whole pipe is multiple different colors that you probably can't see too well, but I call it space tech because it looks kind of spacey and shit. Yeah, those are just a few pieces that are available. And thanks, Clever Gang. I appreciate that's what's up. Fucking hit me up if you want to grab something. Like I said, all my information's in the description, all my links to all my different multimedia pages. And anyone who's looking for acrylics, you guys know where to get those. Rock Squad. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, guys, let's get them likes up for real. So I'm about to get into that story about me and Jay. So the first time I ever did coke, I was young. All these stories, we were young. Like most of these stories, we were under 18 still. Like 80 to 90% of these stories, we were still young. So this was during a summer, I think, of like my senior year, like between my junior and senior year. I go over to Jordan's and to Jay's, and we kick it over at his condo. And there's a few of us, you know, our boy David, just all the close homies that were always around. Adam, fucking, they were all there, and we were all just doing our thing. You know, I had my backpack on, I had a bunch of bud in it. We were smoking and fucking chilling. And then I'm not gonna say, I don't even remember who, honestly, but I think it was Trevor. Someone came by, and Jordan and him walked up to the counter, and they were doing their thing, and dude fucking rolled out. And Jordan's like, hey. And I was like, what's that? And he's like, it's Yola. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, yo, Coke. And I was like, oh, word, cool. And at that point, I had never I just never done it. I was young. I didn't do it. So I fucking, no hammers. And I make them. They're not always customs. I was going to be making hammers in Sherlock soon. But yeah, and any questions, I have to read on my cell phone for some reason because my live chat's always lagging out on the fucking computer. But yeah, I was like, that's cool, you know, you guys do your thing. And I was just chilling. We just kick it. And I finally, they're, you know, big old rails off plates and shit. And Jordan walks up and he's like, yo, here, try this. And I was like, I'm good. And he's like, well, then just try a gummy. And I was like, what's a gummy? And he's like, just put it on your finger and rub it on your gums. And I was like, all right. So I did that. And I was all numb as fuck. I was like, I just feel numb as fuck. Like, he's like, yeah, you're right. You're not going to like really feel it. So he scrapes me out a little bump and he's like, just do a little bit. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I don't want it. And he's like, bro. And he was like, you're going to do this. It's fun. And I was like, he's like, you're going to try it at some point. Why not try it somewhere you're in a safe environment with the friends? Like, and I was like, all right, that's true. Cause I always looked at him as like an older brother, even though we're pretty much the same age. So he scraped me off a bump and I did it. And then 20 minutes go by and I was like, yo, let me get another one of those. He scraped me off a little more and did it. And at this time, like my homie Ty, he was out at his summer house. He was like my rich homie. He was out at Lake Tahoe in his summer house. And I was like, I wanted to chop it up with someone, and they were all having their own conversations. I was like, I wonder what Ty's up to. So I walk outside and hop on my cell phone, and I'm fucking walking, and I call him, and he picks up the phone. And he's like, what's up? And I was like, hey, bro, I just tried Coke. he's like, what? And I was like, I just tried Coke for the first time. He's like, word, what's it feel like? And I was like, I don't know, bro. Like, not much. Like, I just feel like walking and talking. Like, it's like the walking, talking drug, straight up. And that's how I described it to my boys. Like, Coke, the walking, talking drug. But yeah, that was the first time I did yayo, and it was with the Rockster. Rock Squad, fucking a lot of first times, a lot of crazy times with Jay. Me and him have stories fucking lined up. I literally have a few fucking stories written up for content and shit. We're gonna be dropping these pretty much every day or two. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories that I got that are all fucking crazy as fuck, from fights to like just everything from good stories to bad stories. Like, they're all going to be super entertaining. I might tell one more because I can keep it kind of short, and we got 15 people in here. If you guys want to hear one more story, let me know with the yip yip. Actually, if you want to hear one more story, hit that like button, bro. Like, what's 8 about? I don't even fuck with that shit. On my Facebook, I get like 127. I feel like a goddamn chump over here on this platform. Oh, look at the window nights, bro. Those fucking, for real. You got to be like, those blinds. Like, you better fucking make sure you throw blankets over those windows. Fucking, you guys hear that? Yo, you guys hear that? I didn't take it. I didn't do the last line, bro. I don't know where it's at. We all had that, friend. Yeah, smash that like. For sure, King Kong. I don't know if my content's decent or not. But yeah, all right. Well, we still got 15, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do one more story. Let's see which one I'll do. Story time. All right. So as you guys all know, J Rock, he fucking runs a bully company. He loves dogs. I'm sure that people have accused him on his platforms of like not treating his dogs right, because he does dope ass pictures, and like he'll throw like a chain on one of the dogs for the pictures or something, or fucking they'll see something out of context because it's a short video and they'll fucking drop some bullshit. But on the real, Jordan loves dogs. He's always loved dogs. I've literally watched his full Save Dogs lives because they weren't being fed, and fucking straight taking these dogs. Like, I'm taking your dog. You're not treating this dog right. You can see his ribs. I'm gonna go fucking take care of your dog. Your dog's gonna be fine, but you're not keeping this dog, or I'm gonna call fucking I'm gonna call, like, he actually, no, never mind. He would never say that. He would just be like, I'm taking this dog. Straight up. He wouldn't call anyone. Yeah, bro, I have a notebook and I jot shit down. Like, I have to write shit down. I smoke mad weed, have bad, without weed, I don't have good fucking short-term memory. The weird thing is I remember shit from way back when all the time, but if it happened 10 minutes ago, my girl would be like, yo, did you do this? And I'd be like, why? She'd be like, because I asked you to. No, you didn't. Like, for real, yeah. If they can't tell he loves dogs, they're tripping. But so, anyways, back to back to a story about dogs. Like, there's multiple stories about dogs, but the biggest and most influential one was when I was 16. My family got a full bred Rottweiler. We named her Killer Cujo after the movie. If you ever seen that movie, it's an old one. It's fucking kind of funny how old it is, but yeah, Killer Cujo. And after a while, she got pregnant, and that was our first family dog since we were like mad young. And after my parents split up or whatever, our first family dog ended up at my aunt's house, and she never had puppies or anything. She was cool. But so Cujo was around since I was like 15, 16, and she had her first litter when Jordan and my sister were dating, and she's laying in the living room on a towel and shit, and like me and my dad don't know what the fuck to do. Like what the fuck? How do we deal with this shit type of thing? And Jordan's in there fucking like puppies start popping out. Jordan's in there fucking getting them, ripping the sacks open, fucking. And Cujo was super worried. He's fucking taking care of her. This is when he's a kid. Like I don't even think he had ever done this before. And it just came naturally to him. Like he's calming her down, petting her. Good girl, mama. You're doing great. She had like 9 or 10 dogs, 9 or 10 puppies, huge litter. And every single one fucking, he like would rip the sack off, fucking toss it over. Cujo would eat it, fucking like after he made sure the puppy was breathing and all good, he put it right over next to her face, fucking let her do her thing, and just kept rolling, bro. Like, and he took over the whole situation. He like, if he didn't do it before, I would have thought he had done it 10 times and he was like really good at this. But I don't know. He could drop a comment and say whether or not this was his first time delivering puppies. But I thought he had done it before. Like I didn't second guess a thing he fucking was doing because he just was going. But yeah, he fucking did a good job, you know, like he's always cared about dogs. He's always cared about their well-being. He loved those puppies. He's always been the one to like, because our family, when he's still a part of it, but like just kind of distant from it now. Not the same, but when he was closer, like, and there was litter, he would go out of his way to make sure that he would find good homes for a lot of the dogs. And like, we would want to sell a lot of our dogs. That'd be cool. But even if we sold them, we sold them for cheap, one. And two, we were more worried to make sure they got a great home and they were well taken care of. We didn't really care about the money. Like our dogs were just getting fucked. They were just fucking because we had a bunch of unfixed male and female dogs. And that's what happens. You know, like a brother-in-law will bring a dog over that's not fixed. And then my dad's hadn't gotten our dog spayed because she stays in the yard all fenced in and got plenty of a half-acre yard to run around. But when you bring 2 dogs together, 2 weeks, just for 2 weeks, that's how she got pregnant. A dog came over because of a camping trip, was there for like maybe 2 weeks, probably less. Boom, pregnant. That dog fucking wasn't even there for the birth of its children. But yeah, that shit was dope. For real. Yeah, you have to fucking stay level-headed. I feel that. Short-term memory loss. Yeah, STML. It's a real thing. It's a medical condition. You're gonna fucking make fun of me for my medical conditions, bro? Everyone drop a like. Hell yeah, we got 19 people. So that was the second story. If you missed the first story, you're gonna have to come back and watch after I end this video. There was actually me finishing up yesterday's stuff from one of the lucky ones about the person who fucking ratted on me and how that all went down earlier. And then there was a second story about me and J-Rock, and then I just told the third one. I've been on for 37 minutes. I'm going to stay on for like 10 more minutes, guys. So if you have anything you want me to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, I will think of something real quick here as I smoke this bowl and get worse cotton mouth. It sucks. All I have is water, and I drink a ton of water, but I need like flavored fucking liquid sometimes to like sugary stuff to fucking moisten the palate. I'm about to go fucking use mouthwash. No, that would make a shitty ass taste in my mouth for fucking smoking. But yeah, if you're interested in any of my glass, like I said, go check out the rest of my content. Give my channel a chance. Subscribe. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. I get it. But just give it a chance because I am going to be doing a lot of different things. Today is going to be my first time bringing a live stream onto YouTube from my studio. So everyone tune into that. I already have it scheduled. So if you haven't gotten the notification, it's because you haven't either subscribed or maybe there's a setting you got to change. But I'm going to be doing that earlier this afternoon in a couple hours. And it's going to be dope too because we're finishing off a mini tube. So by the end of it, there's going to be a finished product to show you guys that we've been working on for like probably 3 days altogether. There's probably like 30 hours into it, I guess, but 3 separate days of like 8 hours or maybe a little more or less. So maybe a little less than 30 hours. But by the time it's done, it'll be like a 35-hour piece for sure. It's a dope ass mini tube set that has a bunch of opals and fume sections and UV reactive glass in it that changes colors and different lights and fucking black opals all over it that fucking bling out hard as fuck that are shaped mad dope. I know I feel like I just drank my ashtray real quick. Fuck. But yeah, that custom's gonna be sick as fuck. I'm gonna make a custom marble to go with it. It's all gonna be fit inside of a Pelican case that's been customly plucked and cut for the piece. It's gonna be signed by both the artists, and sticker packs will come with it. It's definitely gonna be a heady piece, and if you're looking for something like dope as fuck, hit me up. If you need a rig, hit me up, bro. Like, get at me. Those are the type of pieces that go for those are the higher end pieces, you know, but I do make cheap rigs too. Like, not everything I make, like I said, I try to appeal to everyone. That way everyone can afford some form of my work. But the more you spend, the more you get, type of thing. Like, you can either have it cheap. You can, what was it saying? You can have it fast, cheap, or good. You can have 2 of the 3, something like that. Basically, the more time I put into it, the fucking more it costs. The more the materials cost, the more it has to be charged. Like, the more it costs. And some of these pieces, especially when there's 2 artists working on it, 2 artists have to be paid. It bumps the price up even a little bit more. There's overhead in this game, you know, like blowing glass. You pay for glass, cat. Like, if anyone comes and wants to like blow glass in my studio, there's a rule: gas, cash, or ass. And you got to be a girl if it's ass. No, or wax. You know, like, you got to bring something to the table because I have overhead doing this, and I work full time as an electrician. I worked 48 hours last week, fucking, and it is what it is. But I still make time to go fucking hit the studio up, and orders have been a little bit slower lately, which is all good. That's why I work that 40-hour-a-week job so I can pay for my house and pay for all my shit and not fucking stress like I have when I did glass blowing full time for those like 5 years. Some months sucked. A lot of ramen. A lot of months being like, am I gonna make rent? Yeah, exactly. Quality over quantity. How much for the glass ball? This marble, these marbles, something like this would run about $100. This has an opal inside of it. It's all fume glass. Sorry, guys. And when I say fume, I mean all the colors that are achieved on this marble. I didn't use any colored glass except for black. 1 layer of black. The rest of the colored glass is all produced by metal, 24 karat gold and 0.99 silver. And I encase those metals and create colored glass out of it. So that's like one of my specialties in glass is I don't use a lot of colored glass in a lot of my work to create my colors. I use metals, and those metals, when they spray on there, they grow from the heat, from the contraction, from the heat, heating up and cooling down. And it creates different colors. Like, you get amazing electric blues from silvers, dope ass oranges and pinks from gold. But that's how they make color changing or chameleon pipes. Your color changing pipes is just it's called a fume technique. And so when you see like a color changing pipe, it just means they use a certain kind of metal, which is 99.9% of the time gold or silver. You can use a couple others, but not many do it. Thank you. I appreciate you taking a minute to look at my work. Like I said, my Instagram shows all my work from like back in the beginning, pretty much. So, and it shows like everything I make, pretty much. I take a picture of and I'll put it up there. So if you want to take a look at at the body of the work I've made throughout the years, take a look at my Instagram. That's the best place. If you're interested in a piece, hit me up and just hit me up in any form. All my information is inside of the description of the video. Please like, please subscribe. I really would appreciate it. I don't want to lug my fucking laptop back and forth, so I'd rather just get to 1,000 subscribers and do this shit legit. So I appreciate all the love, you guys. I'm gonna hop off here in a couple minutes. God, dude, this cottonmouth. It's that time of the day. But yeah, me and J Rock just want to like we both really appreciate you guys. J Rock appreciates you guys. He's got a baby girl coming. God bless him and all his family. I can't wait to meet her. That's gonna be fucking like another niece to me or another fucking godchild type of like he knows what it is. I can't wait to come on tomorrow or the next day and drop some more stories about me and J Rock because a lot of these stories will have you guys laughing. Today's stories weren't really funny or anything. It was just kind of just some simple stories just to fucking give you guys a little bit of content and give you guys a little bit more background into our relationship and how long we've known each other and how close we've been throughout all the years. Other than that, man. Other than that, man, I just want to say peace out. Fucking yip, yip, rock squad, dub squad, get it.